morning, Sairam children. Children, welcome back in this physics video, part 4, reflection of light. Children, as you all are knowing, images can be formed by plane mirrors and images can be formed by spherical mirrors. So, what is the difference between the images which are formed by plane mirrors and the images which are formed by spherical mirror? That you will be knowing after understanding the images formation by spherical mirrors. So, today I am starting the image formation by concave mirrors. Let's start with it. But first of all, I want to tell you this thing. Whenever we are seeing any object, the position of object and the position of image, they are different in different cases. It means if we are seeing any object, if any object is kept near, then we are seeing that object, then how this object will appear? It will appear big. But when the object is far away and we are seeing that object, then we will see the object will appear smaller in size. So, for different cases, if you are keeping any object near or far, then the position of image will be also different. It will be near or far. Sizes will also be different. So, how this is happening, how the image are forming, this I will tell you in this video. In concave mirror, 6 cases are there. We are having different positions, total 6 positions we are having for concave mirror. We will place object in 6 different positions and then we will see what type of image will form. Okay, so let's start with the first topic. Now, this is the case 1, when the object is placed between pole and focus. Now, before starting the first case, I want to tell you some basic things about it. Whenever we are taking a concave mirror, how we are showing that concave mirror, this is important. To show concave mirror, you should make a curved line. This is a curved line. And concave mirror has the reflecting surface. Which reflecting surface it is having? The bent-in surface. This is its reflecting surface. This part is the reflecting surface of concave mirror. And this is called non-reflecting surface. Here light will not fall. So what we are showing here? So how we are showing that? We are making a curved line like this, and then the non-reflecting surface will have these type of lines, and after this in between this reflecting surface we are having a point. This is the center point of this reflecting surface. It is known as pole, and with the help of this point we will draw a straight line I am drawing here in between. It should pass through pole. So this straight line which is passing through pole, it is known as principal axis, and here we are having our focus point. This we have to show. Taking same distance, we are having another point, that is center of curvature. You must be knowing this thing, that center curvature is the center of the spherical mirror. So this is our C point, F point and P point. Whenever you are making image using concave mirror, then you have to show this curved line, these non-reflecting surface with lines, principal axis, pole P point, focus F point and center of curvature C point. So this will be the basic requirement of making image. So after this, after showing these points, then we will start making images. Okay, so I am showing you this thing now in this figure. Now in this figure you can see we are having our concave mirror, and these are our points pole, focus and center of curvature. If we are putting objects at different positions, first we are taking these 2 points between pole and focus. So where we will keep object in first case? In first case the object is kept in between focus F and pole P. Now to show the image, we have to drop at least 2 incident rays on the mirror. So here I am taking 2 incident rays one by one. I will show you here. The first ray, it is our object, small tree we are having. This object is placed in between pole and focus. So when this object O is placed here, then the first incident ray, so here the first reflecting ray I am showing. First a ray is incidenting here. As it is incidenting parallel to the principal axis, you can see here, this is our first ray. It is parallel to the principal axis. This arrow is showing that this ray is falling on mirror. So this will be incident ray. This arrow is important here. As it is striking the mirror surface, after striking the mirror surface, it is reflecting. And you know, this is the first rule, whenever light ray is parallel to the principal axis, it reflects from focus F. So this is our first reflected ray here. This is first reflected ray. Now we have to show the other incident ray. The second ray, the second incident ray, it is coming from C. It is coming from C and then it is striking the surface of mirror. As it is striking from the surface of mirror, according to the third rule, it will go back along the same path. So this is our second reflecting ray. So these two rays we are having, reflected ray 1 and reflected ray 2. These two rays are not meeting each other. You can see here, these two rays are not meeting each other. So in this case, what we are doing, we are taking these two rays in opposite direction and extending them. When we are extending them with dotted lines, then they appear to meet at some point. This point is point I and this will be the image of this object O. In this way the image forms. So here you can see easily the object is smaller, but when we are seeing the image of the object, it is bigger. So what type of size it is having? The size of image is bigger than the object. Bigger size is also known as magnified size. So what type of image we are having? Magnified image. Now I have told you earlier also, when we are extending light rays and they are appearing to meet at one point, it means it is a virtual image. What type of image it is? Virtual image. So we have seen first characteristic as the image is virtual image, and the second characteristic we have seen that the image is bigger in size. Image is bigger in size. Now the third thing is, if we are seeing this thing, where the image is forming, we have to find out the position of image also. So where the image is forming? The image is forming behind the mirror. So position will be behind the mirror. So children, when you are writing these things, this topic in your notebook, here you will not explain anything. You will just show this image formation, this diagram you have to make, and after this diagram you have to write down only 3 things about it. Which three things you have to write down? First is nature. What type of image? That is nature. Then size. Then we have to write down size. And the third one is position. So you have to explain only 3 points about the image: nature, whether it is real or virtual. This you have to write. This is our first characteristic. The second point which you have to write down about the image, that is size. The second point will be size. In size you can write down the bigger or smaller. In this way you can mention the size. If you want to write down other words for size you can use two different words also, that is diminished. You will see these two words in your book, so I am telling you this one. First is diminished. Diminished means smaller size, very small size. And the second word you will see here, magnified. You can write these two words also. Magnified image means very large image. Okay. So here you have seen how the image is forming when the object is kept in between pole and focus. What type of image is forming? Larger than the object. Second thing, where the image is forming? Behind the mirror. And third thing, they appear to meet, it means it is virtual. So these three characteristics you have to show here. Now in the second case, we are coming in second case, where we are keeping object, Now we are shifting our object. Earlier we were having object between F and P, here it was. Now we are shifting our object towards F. So I have taken the second case as when the object is placed at F point, this is focus point. So how the image is formed when the object is at focus? Again we have to show two incident rays and then we will get two reflected rays. So in this case we are having this object which is placed at F. So the first incident ray, it will incident on mirror. After striking the surface, as it is parallel to the principal axis, what will happen? After reflection, it will pass through focus. It is passing through focus. So this is our first reflecting ray. Now second ray. The second ray, how it is going? The second ray is coming from C, center of curvature. And we all are knowing when the ray is moving from center of curvature, as it is striking the surface, it will reflect back along the same path. So this will be our second reflected ray. As we can see, these two rays are not meeting each other. Reflecting rays are not meeting each other. And how they are looking? They are looking parallel. So in this case, because the rays are parallel, if they are meeting, then they will meet at infinity only. So here the image will form at infinity. Position of image will be at infinity. What type of size will be there? Size will be very large. If the image is forming at infinity, it will be very large, or we can write it as highly magnified. So size will be highly magnified and position will be at infinity. And what next thing we have to write down? Position and size is done. Now we have to write down about nature. So here we are saying the rays are not meeting, but if they are meeting, actually they will meet at infinity. So real. So nature will be real. Now here in this case, if you are writing about this position, this case, then you have to write down about the characteristic of image. The position is at infinity. The nature is virtual. Children, here it is wrong here. Actually, the nature will not be virtual. Nature will be real. So what type of nature will be here? Nature will be real. And with real it will be inverted, because our image is forming below the principal axis. It is forming below the principal axis. So what type of image it will be? Inverted image and real image. And the next thing is magnified. Magnified means what type of image is forming? The image which is formed here, it will be very large, and we are writing it as magnified image. Now we are having our third case. In third case, when the object is placed between F and C, means when the object is placed in between focus point F and center of curvature C. So where we are keeping object, we are keeping object in between these 2 points. Now I will show you how image is forming here. First ray, again always the first ray will be parallel to the principal axis for these cases. So first ray is parallel. Because of first rule, it will pass through focus. The second ray, it will come from center of curvature and it will reflect back along the same path. As you are seeing here, when we are getting these two reflecting rays, first reflecting ray and second reflecting ray, they are actually meeting at some point. This point will be the image. At this point only the image will form. So here we are writing the 3 conditions. We can write down where the image is forming. It is behind C. So what we can write here? We can write here the image position is beyond C. What type of image is forming here? Can you tell me how the image is looking? It is looking inverted. How it is looking? Inverted. And because the lines are actually meeting, so nature will be real and inverted. Size you can see here as you are comparing our size, the image size will be larger. So we can write here the size is magnified. So this was our third case. Now in this fourth case we have kept the object at C. You can see object is placed at C only. When the object is placed at C, it's a special case and many times in examination it is asked what type of image is formed when the object is kept at center of curvature C, or they can ask you if the image is forming of same size where the object is kept. So this case is important, remember this one. So what we are seeing here, we are showing the first ray. It is coming from the object, how? Parallel to the principal axis, and it will pass through focus. This is our first reflected ray. The second ray, because the object is kept itself at C, so we are not showing the second ray from C. Here we are taking our second rule, and the object is moving from focus. It is going from focus. It is passing from focus. As it is striking the surface, what happens in this case? It becomes parallel to the principal axis. So in this case, these two rays again are actually meeting at some point. At this point only the image of object will form. You can see here easily where we are having our object. Again it is at C, but how it is looking? Inverted. What type of size it is having? It is having the same size. So if we are writing the characteristics, the first characteristic, nature will be Now children, we are having our fifth case when the object is placed beyond C. Where the object is kept? Beyond C. You can see it is not at C, it is behind C. So it can be also known as behind C means beyond C. So when the object is beyond C, then image formation is in this way. First ray, it will be parallel to the principal axis, again pass through focus. This first is same, and in second case the second ray will pass through center of curvature. It is passing through center of curvature, so again it will reflect back along the same path. Where they are appearing actually meeting? They are actually meeting at this point. This is the point where the reflected rays are meeting. So at this point only the image will form. Now about characteristics, image formation, you are able to see it is inverted. Why it is inverted? It is below the principal axis. Inverted, rays are actually meeting, so it is real image. So nature will be real and inverted. Size you can see here, as the object is moving far. Earlier at in first case we have seen object was nearer to this concave mirror. Then as it is going far from the object, far from the mirror, the size will start decreasing. So our size is decreasing. So here you can write down the size will be diminished or very small. And position, at what position the image is forming? You can see clearly we are having 2 points C and F, and in between C and F we are having our image. So here 3 points will be. The position of object is between C and F, nature is real and inverted, and size is diminished. So in this way you can write it down. Now children, the last case is case number 6, when the object is kept at infinity. At infinity means infinity is the point, is the position which is very very far from the lens or from the mirror, sorry. So here if the object is at infinity, we are not able to see that, and if we are seeing that object, that will be looking very small in size. So if from that object the rays are coming, they will come as parallel lines. So here incident rays are somewhere, we are not able to see the object because it is at infinity is very far away. So we are able to see only the rays which are coming from the object. So how we are showing that ray? These rays will be parallel, which are coming from the object O. So remember this thing, when the object is at infinity, we have to show the rays, incident rays, parallel. So here our first ray is coming. This is first ray, incident ray. As it is coming in from a, it is not clear that from which point it is passing. So as it is coming, it is reflecting back in this direction. Again the second ray we have to show, incident ray. It is parallel to this first incident ray. So it is coming, and as it is coming, it is falling on pole. This will be our fourth rule. In that rule case, when the rays are coming at pole, then they will make same angle and reflect back. So making same angle, it is reflecting back. They are seeming, it is seen here that these two rays are meeting at F. Where they are meeting? They are meeting at F. So the image will form at F. This case is again important. When the object is at infinity, image will form at focus. At infinity we are keeping object, then image will form at F. And opposite to it, if we are keeping object at F, image will form at infinity. So these are two opposite case, you have to learn these two. So we can see here that position of image is at focus. Okay. The image position is at F. What type of image is forming? Real and inverted. Real because the rays are actually meeting. Inverted because the image is forming below the principal axis. And size is very very small. Whenever the object is very far from the mirror, then the object will appear diminished. So these were our 6 cases, 6 different cases you have seen here, and now you will be understanding well how the images are formed. Children, you have to practice all these 6 cases and these ray diagrams also. Okay, now moving towards the next topic. The next topic is when the object is placed. No, sorry, we are having our next topic. Cases are finished now. Now the next topic is uses of concave mirror. where we can use this concave mirror. If it is forming different types of images, then how we can use it, where we can use it. So the first use is, you have seen your parents, your father is shaving, then he is using a mirror which is making large image. That shaving mirror is concave mirror, because concave mirror is having property that it forms large image in many cases. Second, we use mirrors, makeup mirrors also. Makeup mirrors also have concave mirror. So the first use is, concave mirror is used in shaving and makeup mirrors to see large images. Second use, when you are going to meet any dentist, then you have seen dentists are using mirrors which are having concave mirrors, and when they are seeing with the help of this concave mirror, the image of your teeth will appear highly magnified. So they will be able to see about the teeth, what type of difficulties your teeth are having, then they can see it easily. So the second use is, concave mirror is used by dentists to see the large image of your teeth. The third use, in torches and vehicle headlights. In vehicle headlights and torches, it is used to get powerful beam of light. Other uses are, in doctor's head mirror also it is used to focus light on the body part to be examined. In dish antennas to receive signals from satellite, and also it is used in solar furnace to focus sun's rays, so that the sun's rays, different parallel sun's rays which are coming, they should converge at one point and temperature should increase. Now children, in this way explanation is done, and now it's time for home assignment. Questions are, which kind of mirror is used in the headlights of a car? For what position of an object a concave mirror forms a real image equal in size to the object? If an object is placed at the focus of concave mirror, where is the image formed? For what position of an object a real and diminished image is formed by concave mirror? And the last one is, write any 3 uses of concave mirror. So children, finish your work, learn well, prepare for your exam. Thank you. Sai Ram.